Yo, what's going on, guys? Just call me the P. So, yeah, we're here to talk about some more fucking fights. So, obviously, yesterday, I think it was, Dana White, he was open for the first time ever. He was open to Khabib versus George St. Pierre. Now, in the past, whenever George St. Pierre was mentioned, he obviously was like, I mean, I understand why he didn't want to, put George in that title fight. Because look what he did at UFC 217, you know what I mean? With Michael Bisping. He won the middleweight strap and immediately vacated and retired again. Which, I understand why. I understand why Dana was very, very hesitant on Khabib versus GSP in the past. But, especially now, because he said, if that's Khabib's last fight, then then he'll think about it. Then if that's what he wants, he'll do it. Now, I do think that fight is gonna happen for sure. I actually do think that for sure. I don't think it's gonna happen for his 30th fight though. I think personally, I think how Khabib's career is gonna go. I think he's gonna beat Justin Gaethje, right? He's gonna submit him. Then he's gonna fight Conor. He's gonna beat Conor, and then he's gonna fight GSP. And who the hell knows who's gonna win that fight? Because GSP is that dude's just not even human, bro. It's like the aliens that abducted him just gave him some powers, man. He's not. I don't know how he beat Bisping, man. I completely wrote GSP off. I mean, obviously he's a legend. You can never write him off. But man, he was out for a while, man. For a good amount of years. And yeah, man, Bisping was active. He was coming off of a war off Dan Henderson. I mean, yeah, whenever I seen GSP choke Bisping out, I was literally lost for words. So I mean, honestly, I feel like GSP could probably beat Khabib. I mean, how old is GSP gonna be, right? That's another factor. How old is he gonna be whenever they meet? I'm not sure how old GSP is. But yeah, honestly, I feel like GSP would probably beat Khabib if they fought in their next fight. I don't know. That's just me personally. I think Khabib will have trouble taking him down. And honestly, I think GSP striking is better. We've seen him at middleweight. I mean, obviously the factor is how is he gonna look at lightweight. But I mean, yeah, that's actually a really big factor. Now that I think about it, because he's never fought in a lightweight, obviously. That's a very big jump from 170 to 155. Shit. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure. GSP could, but I mean, Khabib could also jump up to welterweight to fight GSP. Can you imagine, man, if they made Khabib versus GSP at 170 for like an interim belt or some sort of belt? I don't know. They gave Jorge a belt. Give these two freaking beasts a belt. Man, that would be actually very big. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. I don't know if GSP's ducking Usman. I don't want to say that, but Usman looks very scary. Usman looks like a man you don't want to just come out of retirement and fight. Honestly, I favor Usman to beat GSP. If you ask me, I don't know. I just think I could just be talking out of my ass. GSP could probably beat all of these guys, but meaning at lightweight and welterweight. Yeah, man, Khabib GSP, that piques my interest 100%. And I don't know who I got in that fight, if I'm being honest. I mean, actually, I think Khabib would win that. I just thought about it. I think Khabib would win that. Factoring in the weight cut. Khabib is just an animal. He's not a small 55er as well. Khabib can be a welterweight, no problem. Man, I'm leaning toward both, man. I can't really pick. I don't know. So let's talk about a title fight that is actually happening, and it's actually happening. What? When is it happening? Like August 16th? I don't know. I'm probably very off, but it's happening really, really soon, like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. Stipe Miocic versus DC3. Obviously, we all seen how that first fight played out. We don't, have to recap that. Stipe was kind of bullying him around, in the first round, in the first fight. But Cormier landed right on the button and just slept Stipe, man, and just became a champ just like that. The second fight was all DC, man. The second round, the second fight, I think it ended in the 4th round. It was all DC. It was 3-0 DC in my opinion. And in the first round, when DC picked him up and had him on his shoulders, I was like, holy crap, man. DC's a tank. He's like short. He's like 5'9", 5'10", and he's a heavyweight, man. That's crazy. I'm 5'9", 5'8.5", 5'9" myself, so it's actually crazy, and I'm actually nowhere near heavyweight. But yeah, man, I got DC winning this trilogy 100%. Stipe was a veteran. He showed his championship heart. Adjusted mid-fight, landed all those body shots, seen a weakness in opening in Cormier's game, and just exploited it. DC was trying to stand with him like a fool. He should have took him down 100%. That was where he was dominating. I think DC just got a big head and wanted to outstrike him. I feel like he felt he was he had the upper hand, so he wanted just to show off his hands. I feel like he got a big head. That obviously bit him in the butt. Yeah, when I seen DC go out, I was really shocked. I was with my friends whenever that fight happened, and I was speechless, man. I was like, wow. Because I had DC winning all 3 rounds, man. I was like, man, DC's gonna do it again. The greatest heavyweight of all time. You know what I'm saying? Man, if DC would have won that fight, his career path would have been completely different. He probably would have fought Francis Ngannou. To be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, if he would have won Stipe, like he should have, he probably would have fought Francis Ngannou, or yeah, I was gonna say Brock Lesnar, but obviously, he's not really in talks right now. Yeah, who else could DC have fought? Maybe Jones, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like he didn't. I don't know if that fight was even gonna happen. Whenever talks of the third fight, whenever there was talks of the third fight, I wasn't sure because I don't know why DC would even take that. He lost twice to him. Why would he, put everything on the line again with him? But yeah, I don't think he would have fought Jones. I think he would have fought Ngannou, and probably retired after that. To be honest, retired after Ngannou and became the greatest heavyweight of all time. A legacy separate from John Jones. Sorry. Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa, man. That fight has fireworks written on it. Now, if you look at Israel Adesanya's last fight with Yoel Romero, that fight was... I was at Buffalo Wild Wings when that fight happened with my friend, and we were both expecting a cracker of a fight, man. And when I seen Yoel just stand there and just looking at Izzy, I was like, oh no, I was like, and I knew Israel Adesanya is not like a not a pressure fighter. You know, he's a counter fighter. He's a counter striker, a beautiful counter striker. And once he gets you hurt, once he smells blood, he'll take you out, man. You know, you just gotta watch out. Whenever you fight Israel, you kind of have to be patient to have, you know, a good performance against him. Because if you just go, you know, bum rushing him like say Derek Brunson style, even though Derek Brunson didn't really do that, like rushing, like say if a fighter with Derek Brunson's style, you know, fought Israel, he would get melted, man. Cause you can't just pressure Izzy like that, man. He'll snipe you and he'll pick you apart. So you kind of, but I mean, it was his last freaking title fight, you know. And then the fact he wanted to blame Izzy for the performance was just sad, you know. Yoel, you should have went out there. Israel was trying to do stuff. He's just a counter fighter, man. You know, he's just a counter puncher. Yoel, you know, you're the one that's trying to take the belt. You know, you shouldn't even be in that fucking position. So you need to take that fucking belt from the champion. You know, yeah. Who do I got in that fight? Bohachinia. Nah, I don't got Bohachinia. Bohachinia's a freaking beast, man. Look what he did to Johnny Hendricks, to Uriah Hall. He's been melting kids. Look what he did to Yoel. Who do I got? Honestly, I could see Paulo. I could see Paulo's pressure being too much and catching Izzy. But I also could see Bohachinia rushing in really fast and Israel's rocking him and finishing him with the head kick. You know, I'm kind of leaning towards that more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if I'm gonna pick, honestly, I guess I'm gonna pick Israel. If I had to put money on it, I got Israel. If you guys enjoyed this, if you guys are still watching this video, thank you guys. I really do appreciate all you guys. Comment down below what you guys think of my opinions. Let me know what topics to talk about. You know, I'm doing this for you guys. You know, I really want to communicate with you guys. I want to let you guys know my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Thank you if you're watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.